Hello, fight fans. Welcome to another episode of More Than a Fight podcast. I am your host, Jose Alfredo Alcázar, and this is your co-host.
Juan?
And then we have behind the scenes,
John.
and this one is dedicated to the world of boxing. This will be our recap of last weekend's fights, and we're referring to the big fight between Jose Zepeda and Regis Prograis, which was hosted by the independent outfit of Marv Nation and Legends Entertainment. I don't know if they're the same.
And then broadcast by Fight TV.
Yes.
Yeah. And then that was actually a really good fight.
Where do you want to start when you're just okay? Let's just jump into the
Let's
main
start
event.
there. I mean,
The Rougarou.
me and John picked Rougarou.
Yes, sir.
I see that exactly what I thought was gonna happened because his movement's too good. Cepeda couldn't figure him out, and every time Cepeda did throw something and landed, freaking Prograis came back harder, man. But it was a great fight.
But yeah, you nailed it. It was really Regis Prograis' movement that I wouldn't say befuddled Zepeda, but he just couldn't figure him out. He was landing his jab, and I'm referring to Zepeda, but that's all he could land. He never was able to follow it up with any solid left hand. And that's really was the what won Prograis the fight was his movement, his defense. And he was able to land his straight left, and Zepeda wasn't. I felt that came down to movement, and it came down to who could land their power punches, and it was Regis Prograis.
You know what? How did you think his chin looked, Zepeda?
Well, he didn't go down. I mean, he got hurt at the end, but that shit landed hard.
Well, he went down it.
Yeah.
got knocked out.
But like, I mean, the whole reason why I picked Regis was because of the power. You know.
Yeah, well, Baranchik did drop Zepeda a bunch.
Yeah.
Until Zepeda didn't. They traded knockdowns for a while, and then Zepeda finally KO'd him. No, his chin looked fine. I mean, Prograis hit him with a few good ones, and he took them.
It was accumulation.
Yeah.
An accumulation of
But
punches.
Zepeda is very good, man. I nothing against him. He's freaking great.
So where does Regis go from here?
Try to unify, I would say no.
Yes. Although,
Well, if Catterall wins, right?
yeah, because I feel obviously the ideal fight for me, or I don't know about how you feel. I would love for it to be Josh Taylor, only because their first fight was awesome. But with that being said, I want Jack Catterall to win, so then I can't get the Josh Taylor fight. So,
Well, isn't Tank a champion at 140? Just kidding. For a fake ass
champion at 140. Tank needs to stay at 135, 130.
Because at the press conference, he was like, "Nobody's been talking about me. Now everybody wants to say my name." Regis.
Wait, Regis
He's
mentioned
he's a champion.
No. I'm saying after.
Oh, he said he doesn't want to call people out. He wants people to call him out
because like
champion.
nobody ever talked about him before, and now everybody's like, "Oh, look who's coming!" But he's been around.
I think he's gonna get called out on the 10th, assuming Teofimo wins.
True.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Because Sandor Martin did beat Mikey Garcia. Whatever version of Mikey Garcia it was, he still beat Mikey.
Was it Mikey that he just came with the right game plan, maybe, Sandor? Or is he really as skillful as he seemed?
Uh,
We're going to find out. I don't know.
To me, it was Mikey's no longer in love with boxing. He doesn't want to do it anymore. That's the version Sandor beat.
So
I know that sounds bad
beat the best version
because I'm knocking Sandor, but Sandor still came to Mikey's hometown, beat Mikey in his hometown. So for all the Españoles out there, Sandor ganó bien, but he beat a different version of Mikey.
Well, if he beats Teofimo, though, I mean, we
That's
can't deny
different.
him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna say
If he beats Teofimo, it would be a massive upset, bigger than beating Mikey. Without a doubt. Bigger than beating Mikey, without a doubt. You don't think so?
Well, yeah, I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
Well, Teofimo got beat by Cambosos that just lost twice.
No. Well, I mean, you could say that was a fluke based on what we've seen from Cambosos. I know Devin Haney beat his ass. I mean, let's just call it what it is. He whooped him bad both times.
Outboxed him.
So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
But it's been a good fight. I can't wait to watch
because
it.
Sandor does have that claim, so it makes the fight interesting. Because Sandor can say, I beat one of the best in Mikey Garcia, and now I have an opportunity to do it again against Teofimo Lopez, who Teofimo's no joke. And if he wins, he can get that ball rolling again. And ideally, why not fight Regis Prograis? I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he could handle him, and it would be a great fight.
Can't wait.
And props to Prograis. He looked great, man.
no,
For
he
somebody who has been waiting for 3 years to get this title shot, and he finally got it. And the only reason I picked Zepeda was because I felt that Regis, his competition in his last 3 fights was lackluster. But hey, he showed it didn't matter. So props to Regis Prograis. And we look forward to seeing him again in 2023, and hopefully it'll be in another title fight.
Oh yeah, it is because he.
No,
he's
as in
champion.
he'll challenge for another belt at 140.
You weren't
Obviously,
very.
he's a champ.
Okay, you right.
But yeah.
All right. And then let's move to the co-main. Valle versus Bermudez.
It was good. This was a very entertaining fight.
Yeah.
Hey now.
That's a nice outfit, man.
Yeah, the
On
blue
Ber- on
top with the
Bermudez,
flag
yeah, no,
shorts.
she
I
combined
agree.
them pretty nice.
And I'm telling you, it was a good fight.
Oh,
Much
yeah.
better than I thought it was going to
Yeah, the Argentine Bermudez, man, she showed I like the first 2-3 rounds, man.
Yeah.
She was using her reach, her movement, her boxing skill. It was good, but
Valle, yeah. Valle did.
Valle is very
Valle-
tough and very come forward. And I actually maybe I never paid attention, but the first time I saw her trainer, the lady in her corner, I actually liked her corner work a lot, man.
And to me, that's what made the difference. Was I felt Bermudez was up through 5 rounds in my opinion, but then after the 5th is where the corners to me really came under the microscope and showed the big difference, because the lady in Valle's corner was a lot more technical, giving her actual advice
Instructions and
versus every
advice,
time
yeah.
I felt they touched on
Coach
Bermudez's
G.
corner.
Yeah.
The trainer was just saying, tira golpes, tú le puedes ganar, tú eres mejor,
So he's a
throw
motivator.
your
then.
punches, you're better, and I felt like that's not advice, that's just giving her a rah-rah.
Say it in Spanish, you know, with the accent.
Valle's corner, it was the exact opposite. She was telling her, go to the body, evade her punches, counter when you need to, and it showed how important a corner is when you have a very good one. So props to Yokasta Valle's corner. What was the young lady's
Coach
name, John?
G.
Coach
Yeah.
Alvarado.
I'm sorry?
Coach Alvarado. Oh, no. Bermudez?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Valle, in Valle's corner, the lady, the trainer.
Oh, Coach Alvarado. Coach
Alvarado?
You called her a young lady?
Yes, because I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
This is-
you just
Can't
threw
be
me off
rude.
there. That's why I was confused. I'm
Anyway,
like, yeah.
the great job by her corner, Alvarado, right?
yes. And she was also cornering another fighter on the prelims
Nathan-
earlier than that.
Nathan. I heard Nathan. I forgot
Nathan
his last
Rodriguez,
name.
I believe.
Yeah,
In that
Yeah.
same night, she
Yeah.
cornered 2, and he won as well.
exactly.
So obviously she knows what she's doing. So and she was able to go from male to female. So
I
hey,
hope we see her more of her. I did enjoy her.
absolutely, yeah, that
corner.
was a great work. Yeah, and
What a
I
trainer.
also, because me and John always not complain about this, but we always critique it. I really thought they did a great job of having audio in the corner
Mhm.
almost every single round, if not every single round.
Oh, this one and also in the UK, which we're going to
Yeah.
touch on, but very good corner camera work with
Yeah, and
mics.
audio,
I enjoyed
yes.
that.
Yeah, because at least you know what's going on. You know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like Juan said, this showed how impressive the corner of Valle was, because we were able to hear it, and she was really giving her, again, I thought she was giving her technical advice and things to look for and change during the fight.
Yeah.
But
So-
very entertaining fight. I would love to see it again.
And another entertaining fight. Jalolov versus the Hurt.
He's so much bigger, dude.
Jalolov, right?
Yeah, Jalolov.
Against the homie Harper.
Harper.
Kurt
So
the Hurt.
Harper
There
was
you
only
go.
known for running out of the ring when they touch gloves against a jogba.
Now he's known for the headbutt.
Yeah. He looked like Victor Ortiz right there. He kind of tried to do the same thing.
And I like Thomas Taylor in this fight, and I'm referring to the ref. Because
Yeah.
right after that headbutt, he checked him right away. He told him, he's like, no, you're not pulling that shit in my ring. He
Hey,
said, don't do that again or you're disqualified. So great job by Thomas Taylor. 'Cause we sometimes forget to point out when there's good refs.
So our
No.
critique of Jalolov, I mean, he had all the better skill, the reach, he had everything. He just wasn't.
turning it on.
He didn't turn it on. He was just trying to box.
He didn't have that I don't even say killer instinct, just that
He was just happy just throwing the 1-2 and keeping his distance.
yeah, he didn't
But he
seem to really
finished,
press the action and
Dude, Harper didn't want to fight after like two
yeah,
rounds. dude.
you're right.
That first knockdown where
He was so obviously wanting to quit. We
Yeah.
all saw it.
Oh yeah,
And
and
the
when
ref.
when Taylor had him in the corner, you could tell he was trying to tell Taylor without verbalizing it, I don't want to fight,
Yeah,
I'm done. Even though his corner was saying otherwise. But no, Jalolov, from a physical standpoint, looks great as far as heavyweights are concerned. And what I didn't know was that he medaled, he got gold medal in the Olympics and against Richard Torres, of all people, who, if you don't know, is a heavyweight, one of the featured heavyweights on Top Rank. He's still an up-and-comer. But that's who
the stash.
Jalolov beat for the gold medal.
Yeah, the stash, youngin from California, man,
Yes.
but he's great.
And yeah, he's the opposite of Jalolov as far as
He's aggressive.
yes, he's aggressive, and Jalolov seems more.
Maybe he's
not
fighting the
passive.
Olympic style still. He has to
Maybe
get used
that could
to
be it. That could be it.
Because that could be a good
That's a
matchup.
good point.
That's
that
not
might
fair.
be it.
That right.
But 12 wins now. 12 wins, 12 KOs.
Yeah, no, it's impressive.
I think it's time to bring him back. Bring the boys back together.
Wait,
Torres
fight
Jr.
again?
versus
No,
Oh.
not yet. You got to build it up more,
Okay.
especially if
they're
both keep
names.
winning.
They're both
Yeah.
names. You don't want to do
But
it.
no, that storyline is there, almost like Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall.
Yeah.
The whole Olympic thing.
And
So
then
that's for the future. Yes.
talking about the opposite of Harper is George Conwell versus Abreu.
Dude.
And
Abreu,
Abreu
man, he
had-
looked huge in the ring on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
compared- But the boxing skill, I mean.
But in the first couple rounds, Abreu was taking it to Conwell.
He was fresh, and yeah, no,
Mhm.
he brought it. But Conwell,
Yes.
Conwell freaking stepped it
No,
up,
yeah.
man.
Conwell can box, man. I really enjoyed this fight because Abreu gave Conwell all he could handle, but Conwell handled it very well.
Nice
Oh, yeah,
freaking
that was really
shot.
nice, man. But Abreu took some mean shots. Like I said,
All the way.
after the early rounds, Conwell really settled down and started to really box and land some really good shots.
And he also got cut,
Mhm.
but he dealt with it
Yeah.
fine.
Right
A
there.
lot of boxers don't. They get cut for the first time or start bleeding right over the eye, and they kind of like mellow down. He stepped it up. So
Yeah,
props to
Conwell
him.
did the opposite of what Montana Love did, for instance, when he got cut against what was dude's name? Oh, Spark. Stevie Spark.
I remember this is just for some reason on my mind when Baby Bull got cut. Remember?
Yes.
He went from fucking attacking to like being scared and pulling back. I remember that, man.
Yeah, I guess some fighters just reactive, but I enjoyed Conwell, undefeated prospect, and this was a great test for him.
From Toledo, Ohio.
And I think he learned a lot from fighting against Abreu because Abreu was a seasoned vet and he showed his skills
Mm-hmm.
and he showed that craftiness that veterans have. So props to Conwell for dealing with it.
Yeah. And then little Vargas Jr. action versus Martinez. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we know Martinez. but
No,
No,
but
not really.
It
It
was
was-
a showcase for
6-round
Vargas.
fight, so it was to be expected.
yeah.
I mean, he's still learning. I mean, he looked good there, but how's he going to look with someone that actually knows how to box?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see more of him.
And his brother was on this undercard as well,
Yeah.
Amado.
Yeah, he went the distance. His brother did.
Mm.
I mean, they're young in the game. He's not young anymore for boxing. He's 26,
Well,
No, that's right.
but he started late.
Mm.
So
his dad is doing the opposite, which is probably a good thing. He knows his kids better than we do. And obviously, he doesn't want them to repeat what he went
Well, speaking about that, was right in the post-fight interview, he said, "I didn't want my kids to boxing because
Yeah.
I can't even find my car in the parking lot." And then the entire arena was like, yeah, I don't. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But great
But no,
performances.
his kids are undefeated. I mean,
Yeah.
Emiliano probably looked the most impressive, and then Fernando Jr. now won by knockout. Amado, apparently they say he's very not aggressive, but he gets ahead of himself, and that's why he probably had to go. He went the distance with his opponent, but we'll keep an eye on them.
All right.
Obviously, they have that family name.
All right. And let's move across the pond. It was a busy weekend. And we'll start off with the big boys.
Fight of the year? No, I'm just kidding.
Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. And Jermaine Franklin showed up.
Yes,
I thought
sir.
Jermaine Franklin pulled it off, honestly.
I had the CompuBox numbers. And yeah, he outstruck him.
I don't know. I mean, Dillian Whyte has a new trainer. You want to say, yeah?
Buddy McGirt, yes.
But I don't see any difference.
No.
But it's their first fight too, so you're not gonna see the difference in the first fight.
He just doesn't.
It takes
much.
time.
He's not a fighter I look forward to watching fight because to me he doesn't do much. But
Jermaine Franklin was in there, man.
Franklin put together some great combinations, and I thought he looked better and was landing the more no, he was just landing better combinations. I mean, Dillian Whyte did land some nice eye-catching shots, but not enough to the point where I felt he won the fight outright. Or, well, obviously the judges, I believe one of them had it a draw. No,
maybe one.
Yes. One of them had it a draw.
And so
95.
you can see the CompuBox numbers.
Well, he had more power punches. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to rewatch it.
And then that was the whole thing they kept talking about was it was landing on the arms and the elbows and blah 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 blah.
But when you're fighting in the other guy's backyard, you're always going to be going up against the home crowd. So Franklin also needs to remember that.
Teddy Atlas said that. He was like, it is home cooking.
Yeah.
He didn't have as much of a problem with it.
No.
But
he didn't have the power to really.
True.
He hurt Whyte once, but I don't think he had a.
That was the biggest problem, I think.
But no, and then what was more telling for Dillian Whyte was how Anthony Joshua reacted, because Anthony Joshua was ringside, and he basically said, "Nah."
Well,
why am I going to fight this dude again?
Wanted
we're doing Wilder.
Well, they wanted Whyte to have a great knockout,
Yes.
make it exciting, and fight Joshua, make it exciting.
For a rematch.
He just didn't make it exciting. I mean, most of us that watch that, they're gonna say, "Yeah, Dillian Whyte."
No.
I
wouldn't want to see him fight Joshua.
He was they kept saying he was doing the Foreman frame.
He didn't really convince many of us.
All right, so let's just move on. Undercard.
This was exciting for as long as it lasted.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Gorman threw some shots.
Dude, Gorman was winning the first 2 rounds.
Marked up Wardley. It was not an easy go. This didn't work out too well for him.
That straight punch, man.
Oh yeah, Wardley. After Gorman hurt him, he came back with a vengeance, and he put him away. But it was an entertaining fight, even though it was a short fight. It was entertaining. Sure.
Knocked him down 3 times.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That was good, man. Because Gorman, I mean, even though he was hurt, sometimes he was freaking throwing back, man.
Oh yeah.
No, 100%. And then even after the fight, he said he was fine.
Yeah, the corner.
The
corner stopped it. They know their fighter.
I believe this was for the British heavyweight title.
Yeah, it was.
It looks like a fake belt.
If not the British Commonwealth heavyweight.
See, that's as big as John's belt.
Oh yeah.
I don't even have a belt.
But yeah, it was a good fight. It was. We'll see what 2023 holds for Wardley. I'm curious, because he's made enough noise in the UK. I don't think he'll get Joe Joyce just yet.
Let him fight Wilder.
But I would like to see him fight actually Daniel Dubois.
All right, let's see how.
I would like to see Wardley Dubois.
Let's see what Dubois does this weekend.
Well, that's
he
true.
should be impressive.
Yeah,
he should.
And then talk about unimpressive.
Oh yeah.
No, what?
Parker versus Ryder
in the same country, just different venue.
And
damn it, I should have bet on this, dude. I got scared, but I'm like, dude, Ryder's gonna win. Ryder's gonna win.
I mean, the scorecards had it first round Parker, and then the rest of the rounds for Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
And then Parker pulls out with an injured right hand.
Yeah, I think he said he broke it.
Yeah, broken right hand.
Yeah.
Pulls out. But I mean, really, the story is.
Yeah, John Ryder will is the
Mandatory for
interim
Canelo.
or mandatory.
Mandatory for Canelo.
Mandatory for Canelo. Eddie Hearn was texting the trainers as soon as the fight was over. Yeah, so this is the tune-up for Canelo.
I think it's the perfect setup for May. It really is, because Canelo's coming off of wrist surgery, and you don't want to put him in against somebody too difficult. Obviously, you still want it to be a fight, and John Ryder fits that.
John Ryder brings
that mold.
No, and it's a big payday for Ryder, so he's not going to turn it down.
I don't think he's gonna. He'll get 7 figures. He ain't gonna get what Caleb Plant got.
No. He's
7 figures.
Yeah,
is
I think
fine.
he'll get like 3 million.
Hey.
He's set.
Oh no, no! I know that sounds. Sorry,
Hey, but he
I
earned
shouldn't
it.
say it that
He
way.
earned it. Good
but
for him.
you know what I mean. He's gonna get money. He's gonna get paid.
Fine.
I think 3 million.
Hey, what do you pressures
Maybe
Canelo
five.
like that?
Why you gotta shortcut him?
I'm
Like,
just saying.
Let's say
Okay,
5.
Maybe he
five.
can bring some of the mates.
Hey,
It's a
finally a
Canelo.
guy that's the same size as Canelo. He's not 6'4".
I heard some
Like
craziness that
5'8", 5'9".
Eddie Hearn wanted to have it in the Arsenal Stadium.
All right, why not?
Ooh.
Canelo said he wanted to fight in England, so why not?
Yeah, Eddie
Do
Hearn's
it.
already been talking about that. And then
Do it.
the Arsenal Stadium
like
is
that.
funded by the Qataris.
Ah.
Let's get that little Qatari money
Oh, so
going
there's some
on.
money.
Oh, okay,
huh?
so
Okay.
that makes perfect
He
sense.
wants
Yeah.
to run John Ryder paid even more than
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
he
Because
does
maybe
get
Ryder's
money.
looking at 7 million.
maybe.
yeah,
That'd be cool. Good
sponsorship.
for him.
You know, the purse is different. Sponsorship money.
Ryder will get 7. Canelo will get like 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, you bring it to England, Arsenal Stadium,
Actually,
and then the Qataris are funding it.
that
I'm
makes
all for
that
it.
makes because
Let's go.
Fury's fighting in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium
Yeah.
this weekend.
Exactly.
Nice.
So Arsenal's got to get some love. That would be a big fight. Actually.
Nice. I like it. I hope
And then
it happens in May.
I gotta give a shout out to Hamzah Sheeraz,
Oh yes.
Hamzah.
looking great. Amir Khan says, "I don't know this guy." He was like, "You just watched him fight." Like,
He's tall for the weight and
Yeah.
everything. He freaking hits hard.
Both guys
Hits
are pretty
hard.
tall.
Oh yeah, that was good. I mean, can't wait to see him again. That's.
Yeah,
Look at his
dude, he
eye in
hurt
the
him.
second round, dude.
yeah, second round. Yeah.
That's a nice. That's your belt, Alfredo.
Yeah,
It looks like the one you're
WBC.
wearing
But
right
no,
now.
it's an actual belt, and they were asking Amir Khan after the fight. He's like, "Oh, I don't follow his career. I don't. He's a
Fucker.
nobody." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I was
Amir
like,
Khan?
Yeah,
What?
they asked him. He was there.
That'd be
Yeah.
grand.
But yeah. So
But no, yeah, nice. Good to see up and comers, especially
right.
dudes that could potentially, like, again, I always say it, come across the pond and make some noise. I always love seeing fighters that could potentially do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's it for the week, right?
yeah. Well, we might as well rant about one thing.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh wait,
Not
Oh.
that one. We already
No,
ranted
no, no,
about
sorry,
that.
sorry, this. No.
Oh, what?
Well, I
Hold
ranted
on.
about that one
Hold on.
also.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
Oh, Jermel's
Almost
gonna
forgot,
finally
John.
get thrown him, dude. He's gonna
Thank
take,
you, John.
He's
I
gonna avenge
almost
Canelo,
forgot.
dude.
Stop it. This is so silly to me.
He was drunk. Leave him alone, man.
They
He
were
Leave him
trying
might
to-
have been. That could very well be it.
And then like the transcript is them like trying to figure out what weight class they're talking about. They're like 168, no 165, no 168. Like yeah,
He's as tall as Bivol at least.
he's taller.
And what does that matter? He's gonna
Dude,
get.
At
This is so
least.
dumb.
He's gonna outbox him from
Because
the car.
you've been out of the ring for a year plus. You're still fighting at 160 until further notice. And you're going to try to go after Bivol of all people?
Why not? He
Bivol
has to
didn't
do
even take him
something-
serious.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, oh, this guy.
He
Come
doesn't even
on.
know who he is. No, I'm kidding.
Jamal needs to stop trying. I want to see him back in the ring? Yes. But you need to fight
Bivol.
Gennady Golovkin
Bivol.
or Munguia.
No,
One of
Munguia's
those
fighting
two.
Triple G, bro.
Fighting Dimitri Bivol is not even. No.
Why not?
That's so dumb. I don't even want to entertain it. It's so
If
dumb.
you-
When
I
I
think-
saw
I'll
that,
entertain it.
when I saw that on social media, I was just laughing. It's like,
I
I
come
think,
on, dude.
What is it? No, and then Charlo today came out on Twitter, right? And he was talking about how people were talking trash about because Crawford was talking
Oh,
trash.
you're referring to Jermell, his brother.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Jermell that fights at 154.
Never mind. All right.
No, that was Jermall. But yes, Jermell is talking about Crawford. And I think Crawford's right. I think Crawford would beat the brakes off of him. Even if it's at 154. That cat can't hang with Crawford.
Saying like you're not even as good as
and I don't like knocking Jermell because he's undefeated at 154. He's taken on some great fighters at 154. But no, Crawford's a whole nother animal.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, obviously, it would be somewhat of a fight because Crawford is going to be the smaller man. But the skills are going to be with Crawford.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see it.
No, we need to fight. I don't even know if he's going to fight Spence. Never mind.
All right. Yeah.
Go fight Jermell. To hell with it.
No, you guys all disagreeing over here, John. It's your fault.
Fight Jermell. To hell
all right. So, that's it for this week.
Yeah, but we have a big week of boxing next week on the 10th. You got Warrington. You got
Terrence Crawford.
You got Lopez.
Yes, sir.
And then you got Inoue on a Tuesday.
Yeah, so we'll be touching on that. A lot of fights.
Butler, huh?
Yeah, on that Tuesday.
That's a sneaky weekend. That's a lot of fights.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff to talk about next week, so make sure to come back in. And what do they do?
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification button.
Alrighty, boys. Just bleed.